Hi, my name is Valerie Velasco, and for me, growing up, I was very fortunate to be raised in a godly household. I was brought up going to church every Sunday, and not only that, but my parents were very involved, at a young age. God touched their lives, and they came from a lifestyle of, just partying and gang violence, and right there in Los Angeles, just running amok, and God touched them, and because of their gratitude, they dedicated themselves to living their lives for God, and they were able to be directors of many homes, our training centers in the West Coast, one in the Philippines, and they're in the East Coast, and I've been able to just be part of this journey with them, serving the Lord, and I was raised around it, but in my heart, for some reason, I longed for just kind of a normal life, and I battled with the call of God for, a very long time, and I remember just being really young, and, thinking to myself, like, that's their life, and this is what they're doing. They're living for God, but I wanted to be successful. I wanted to go to school, and from being a little girl, I wanted to be a lawyer, and have money, have all the cars, own many homes. But I know that God had different for me. I remember just being very young, and going to these retreats, going to winter retreats and gang conventions, and even going to gang nights. I would just be sitting in my seats, and I would feel the presence of God really heavy, and I knew that I couldn't doubt the power of God, but I just felt like I wasn't called. I just felt like the enemy lied to me a lot, and I didn't feel like I didn't feel part of the vision. I didn't feel like I had the testimony to, be considered a treasure out of darkness, and I just really battled with that, and I know that I was in school, and I was a good student. I was a good girl. I would go to class and everything, but I just really didn't feel like ministry was for me, and I wanted to separate myself, from the way my parents lived, the way my sister lived, and I wanted to do my own thing, and but I know that God, He wanted different for me, because it was very hard for me to fight the tugging of my heart, because I knew that God was calling me, and I felt very unhappy and unpleased with where I was going personally, just, where I felt like I was going in my heart, and I felt like, the more I longed for a life without ministry, was the farther I got from God, and I know that I didn't want that, and because of that, I really fought just for. It wasn't just one occasion or one retreat that really made me feel like I was called. It was an ongoing battle that I felt, but it was a surrenderance that took place, I think, personally in my heart, and it was a surrenderance out of like gratitude unto God. The more that I would seek after God, the more I would find Him, and the more I would find Him, the more I would just want to know Him. I wanted to get to know Him more, and I just started to fall in love with God more and more, and because of that, out of my gratitude, I felt like, how can I not serve in ministry? Ministry to me is just basically paying back, and God has done so much in my family's life and my life personally, that how could I not give back, and I do it because of gratefulness.